Species at risk is a species of concern that has been put on a list in order for us to help their population remain. Almost all species of turtles in Ontario are on the list. My name is Leah Birmingham. I am the medical director at Sandy Pines Wildlife Center. We are on the land of the Anishinaabe and the Haudenosaunee. So the majority of the turtles that come in are hit by car, and those guys can take several months, 6 months to a year to get recovered and back out. Certainly the initial way to stabilize them is to use tape and crazy glue. We give them an x-ray, so then we find out whether or not there's eggs. We tend to let them just sort of heal a bit from their initial trauma. And then we will induce her and put her into what we call a dry dock. So she'll be in a bin with a towel so that the egg is not being laid in water, and see how many eggs we can get. We are so fortunate to have a volunteer by the name of Susan Irving that is constantly looking out for the turtle care at Sandy Pines. She specifically does a lot of work with our egg incubation, and has taken that from us throwing a bunch of eggs into some vermiculite and hoping the best may happen, to having incubators that are specifically for turtle egg incubation, and having her come and monitor them weekly, candle them to see who's going to make it and who isn't, and then also monitoring heartbeats once that starts. You know, it may feel like you're too young to do anything, but certainly you're not. Of course, learning more about organizations that do the work we do, and then getting out and getting involved with those organizations and understanding the reward that comes from it. You know, the first time you get to release a turtle that spent, a year in captivity while its shell was healing, or, maybe it had some mobility issues from being hit, and now it's using its legs and it goes into that water and it swims away so gleefully. Like, you can feel the joy from these animals when they get away from us.
Hi, I'm Lesley Rudy. I am a turtle researcher. I'm here in downtown Kingston, which is the traditional lands of the Haudenosaunee and Anishinaabe. There's 4 turtle species that we know that live and nest in the inner harbour. We have northern map turtles and painted turtles. We also have snapping turtles and musk turtles as well. So my research focused mainly on the nesting and the emergence of the hatchlings from the nest. Turtles come on land to nest. They dig a hole in the ground, they put their eggs in there, they cover them up, and then the mother leaves. And then the eggs incubate in there for map turtles, which is the main species I'm studying, for 60 to 90 days. What's a little bit interesting and confusing is that they emerge from that nest at different times. So a lot of them, and it looks like from my research so far, about 75% of them actually stay in the nest over the winter as hatchlings and then come out the following spring. When the nests are protected, about 70% of them have at least one hatchling survive out of those nests. Without the nest protectors, of course, it's a lot less because they are dug up by raccoons and foxes and so on. One other thing that we're doing is trying to get a population estimate. We do these little holes, but they're just in these exterior scutes that don't have any nerves or anything in them. It's like a fingernail. They give us a unique code so that we can re-identify that same female when she comes back. So we'll know if she nested multiple times, we'll know if she nested in the same spot, how successful her nests were, and so on. If we find an injured turtle, which we luckily normally don't, but it has happened, then we will contact Sandy Pines and get them to take the turtle into their care. There was one incident a couple of years ago where a turtle was hiding in the bushes, and the maintenance people came along and they did hit the turtle. She survived, but she had some cuts and she ended up losing an eye. But luckily Sandy Pines was able to take care of her for a few months to make sure she fully recovered and then release her back here in the park where her home is. Northern map turtles are 6 to 8 million years old, and other species similarly or even longer. We're trying to conserve them, we're trying to increase their population, make them happier and healthier, and spread and persist over time. So if you see a turtle on a road or somewhere unsafe like that, that it is okay and that you remove it, but just put it on the side in the grass. If it's not in a dangerous spot, don't move it. However, with the hatchlings, the little babies, generally toonie sized or smaller, they're not looking for a place to nest, they are looking to get to the water. So those ones, we do recommend that you take them and put them by the water's edge and let them walk in themselves. And it's important at this age and as you get older to advocate for turtles and other species, to talk to people you know about protecting the places that they live. That maybe we don't need a shopping mall or a condo building in a turtle nesting area, and helping be a voice for the turtles and those kind of forums that they don't have a voice in, but they should.